Yeah, what it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another solid reaction, and today, man, we're gonna be checking out how incredibly skilled Larry Bird was. Now, y'all know I'm always checking out Larry Bird, and I enjoy all type of his content, man, from the shooting to whatever it may be. When it comes down to Larry Bird, I love checking it out because you guys like watching it. So we're gonna go ahead and check this one out, man. If this is your first time seeing your boy Solid on your screen, or you just enjoying the content that you've been seeing lately, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications on so you never miss another solid reaction. We're gonna go ahead and get into this one and see what's sweet about it.
In today's video, we'll find out just how terrific Larry Bird was. Larry Bird was one of the all-time great basketball players. What made him so exceptional? Why does every NBA superstar of his period, including Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, speak so highly of him? Is it true that he triumphed because his teams were stacked? Where does he stand in the pantheon of all-time great shooters? Hey, and welcome back to our channel. This video will discuss Larry Bird and how good he was. All of this and more will be revealed later, but for now, please watch the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable new video notifications.
Yes, sir.
Bird was born into a low-income family in French Lake, Indiana. He grew up as a shy, timid child who spent most of his time on the basketball court. Because of his basketball knowledge, he could play any part he desired. Larry graduated from high school as the school's all-time leading scorer. The Sycamores were unbeatable in Bird's senior year, winning 33 straight games to become the nation's greatest team. He started playing for Bobby Knight at Indiana University, but he didn't appreciate the attention. He then transferred to Indiana State University, where he felt far less pressure than he did at Indiana. Larry averaged 30.3 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists in college. The only time they were defeated came in the 1979 NCAA championship game against Michigan State, which was led by senior standout Magic Johnson. Despite Bird's 19...
And that's the crazy part, because I always look at it and I go, Magic really couldn't have, like... I just think that team was better. Magic just had better teammates, because there's no... I keep looking at it, bro. I've watched that game twice, and I'm like, there's no way Larry Bird lost this game, bro. It was no way that I could possibly understand how they lost it. But, I mean, I guess I can look at it and say... I guess I could probably put it in that forfeit, but when I look at Larry Bird's game, I more look at it as him as a player, and I noticed that a lot of his teammates didn't give him what he needed especially when he was in college. He didn't have the Kevin McHale. He didn't have the Robert Parrish. He didn't have those type players. So it made it a little bit more difficult for him to really like just grasp what was going on or have somebody he could lean on when he couldn't get it in himself. And that's kind of what kind of made college for that year bad for him. Not even bad, but that game.
His teammates celebrated the victory, which was the most watched college basketball game in history at the time. Bird was named Collegiate Player of the Year, and he concluded his career at Indiana State as the 5th leading NCAA scorer of all time.
Dang.
He had already been picked, having been chosen in the NBA draft by the Boston Celtics in 1978.
See,
Bird,
to me, I never still understand that. So how did that work back then? Could you be drafted and then just finish your years out in college and then go? Because that would be cool to do now. Like, why don't they just draft freshmen and then just, like, let them play out the rest of their 4 years? Or vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Like, if that's kind of cool. I do like that little...
Who had qualified for the NBA as junior, elected to stay at Indiana, and the Celtics had no championship spark by the time he arrived. Following consecutive losing seasons, Bird then single-handedly achieved the largest reversal ever seen in the NBA at the time. Boston improved by 32 wins over the previous season, finishing with 61 wins and 21 defeats. Despite Magic Johnson's incredible season and championship, Bird was named Rookie of the Year with an average of 21.3 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. He was named to the Celtics All-Star team and finished 4th in the MVP voting. As a result, he proved that he could transform a bad team into a great one on his own. Following Bird's first season, the Celtics had a fantastic offseason. Red Auerbach's enchantment was successful and 2 new faces arrived in Boston. Auerbach cheated Golden State by trading the 1st and 13th picks in the 1980 draft for center Robert Parrish and the 3rd pick, which went to Kevin McHale. Nate "Tiny" Archibald, the Celtics all-star point guard, was also on the team. The roster was completed by Cedric Maxwell, a youth...
Bro, all I see is this dude standing in the basketball. Like, I see him taking the picture, and it's got me dying right now.
...and athletic forward, and a few well-integrated role players. The Snake's head represented Larry Bird, who placed 2nd in MVP voting en route to the league-leading season. The Celtics avenged their previous year's loss to the Sixers, and they were back in the NBA Finals after a grueling 7-game Eastern Conference Finals series.
Oh, good pass.
The Houston Rockets were led by a peak Moses Malone. the league's best center at the time. Malone averaged 23 and 16 points per game during the series, but the Celtics were simply too good to lose by 4 games to 2. Bird averaged 15 points, 15
and
rebounds,
I'm
and 7 assists
go.
over the
I'm
series.
Going home. This is
While Cedric Maxwell, who led the Celtics in scoring with 18 points per game, was awarded the MVP. Despite Bird's all-around excellence and McHale's advancements, the club suffered 2 disastrous years. They were, however, once again the #1 seed in the East. Bird won the All-Star Game MVP award, but Philadelphia won in 7 games to avenge a close loss in the Eastern Conference's semifinals.
Give me this.
The following season, the Celtics fell even further, finishing 3rd in the Eastern Conference and being swept in the second round by the Milwaukee Bucks.
The what? The what? The what? Yo, hell no. You didn't say the Milwaukee Bucks. I know you didn't.
Conference's semifinals. The following season, the Celtics fell even further, finishing 3rd in the Eastern Conference and being swept in the second round by the Milwaukee Bucks.
He did. He said the Milwaukee Bucks. He said the Milwaukee Bucks. I know I didn't hear him wrong. The Milwaukee Bucks.
After that, Coach Bill Fitch resigned and was replaced by Casey Jones.
Oh yeah, that's money.
Well.
Bow.
With the arrival of rookie shooter Danny Ainge and veteran point guard Dennis Johnson,
Ooh,
the club was revived and went on to win the NBA with a 62-20 record. After 3 years of placing second with 24.2 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 6.6 assists per game, Larry Bird finally earned the regular season MVP. The Celtics advanced to the championship game, where they played Magic and his team. Larry Bird led the Celtics to their 15th NBA championship victory in Game 7. Bird was even named Finals MVP, and he finally got even with Magic, who had defeated him in the 1979 NCAA Finals. The following year, the Celtics were even better in the regular season. Bird was awarded MVP for the 2nd year in a row, while McHale was selected as the 6th Man of the Year. They advanced to the finals against the same opponents for the 2nd time. After winning Game 1, the Celtics appeared poised to smash the Lakers as champions. The Lakers, particularly Kareem, had other ideas. He averaged 25.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 5.2 assists on 60% shooting in 6 games.
Boy, that is tough, bro. Imagine getting ripped and he just turned it around on his back.
25.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 5.2 assists on 60% shooting in 6 games. Finally, for the first time in 9 attempts, the Lakers defeated the Celtics in the NBA Finals. Following the finals loss, Auerbach made an otherwise decision. He traded Cedric Maxwell to these Clippers for Bill Walton, who became the Celtics' 6th man and promoted Kevin McHale to the starting 5.
The
Celtics won 50 of their 51 home games that season, a record that has stood since and is unlikely.
Bro, that fall still give me headaches, bro. It's like, why he fall like that? Like, nobody, like, I wish I could have just been there, bro. I'd have been your pillow, bro. On God, I would have been your pillow.
To be broken. In 85-86, Larry Bird reached the pinnacle of his game and basketball brilliance. He deserved to win another MVP award. Several games throughout the 1985-86 season showcased Larry Bird's never-ending basketball brilliance, the most notable of which was the left-handed game.
Yes, sir.
Before the game against Portland, Bird surprised his teammates and the media by saying that he would shoot the entire game with his left hand. He finished with 47 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists after hitting the game-winning shot and scoring 22 points with his left hand. That is why his contemporaries dubbed him Larry Legend. He also hit a career high earlier this season against the Atlanta Hawks. Almost everything he threw at the hoop was caught in it. The Celtics won 76 regular season games and only one playoff game on their way to the championship.
Bro, that fall back of Larry's is a killer. Look at that thing. The way he fall back make you not even
Almost everything he threw at the hoop was caught in it. The Celtics won 76 regular season games and only one playoff game on their way to the championship. At Houston's Twin Towers, Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon, who had just upset the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, greeted them. Nobody could stop the Celtics, who were one of the most talented teams in history at the time.
Oh, got him in the air. That's finished, though.
Bird rightly received his 2nd MVP award. The Celtics had a disastrous season in 1987. Unfortunately, their 2nd-round pick, Len Bias, died shortly after the drought, and they were plagued by injuries throughout the regular season and playoffs. However, Larry Bird was too good, and the Celtics advanced to the finals after 2 7-game series against the Bucks and the Bad Boy Pistons, in which Bird made one of the most iconic plays in NBA history by stealing the inbounds pass from Isaiah Thomas, winning a crucial game.
Bro, you are harassing these names. Who the hell is Isaiah Thomas? Who is that? Who?
and the Bad Boy Pistons, in which 7-game series against the Bucks
That man said
and the
Arias
Bad Boy Pistons,
Mazamis.
in which Bird made one of the most iconic plays in NBA history by stealing the inbounds pass from
Isaiah. Who the fuck is Isaiah?
Thomas, winning a crucial Game 5 for the Celtics. Finally, the Lakers reached the NBA Finals for the third time in 4 years. Bird added 24, 10, and 5 to his series total, but it wasn't enough, as Magic took the victory. He had been named the All-Star the previous 3 seasons, and he had some noteworthy performances.
Yo, so what's up with Larry Bird, son? I wish I would have seen why he ain't playing.
In which he suffered a concussion but managed to pull a Willie's read and return to the game.
Give me that banger.
After scoring 17 points in the second half, the Celtics won the championship. However, the toll on his body became too great for him to bear, and finally retired in 1992 when he finally joined Magic Johnson's dream team. Please share your thoughts in the comments area below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable...
Alright, man, that's the end of this one, man, but y'all know I like to do my little rant at the end. I think Larry Bird's whole career was just something that was magical, man, from beginning to end. Becoming a player who was at a Celtics team that looked like it was dying out, like it looked like it had nothing left to give, to becoming in the next year or two top ranked and becoming winning games, you know, getting Kevin McHale, getting Robert Parrish, bringing those guys in, and then, you know, constantly getting to the playoffs and making final runs. He's the only player in NBA history to whoop Michael Jordan every time and never lose to him. He's the only player in NBA history to double up on people when it came to these MVPs. Like, I think it's like only 3 people who's ever had back-to-back-to-back MVPs, and Larry Bird being one of them. So it's crazy to really look at it and just say, like, look, this is what Larry Bird is. But you have to really analyze his game, bro. I think Larry Bird is a top 2 shooter of all time. I think he's a top 5 player of all time. He is on my Mount Rushmores of greats, and that's just what it is. I think Larry Bird deserves way more flowers than he's given credit to, and a lot of that stuff stems from him being white, and they want to say, oh, well, it's because he's white that he was that good. No, if he's that good and he's white, he really cooking out here. Like, he cooking with high grits, and he cutting up. That's what it is. And y'all just don't want to give him his flowers because y'all want to try to dim it on the white side. But we ain't going to do that over here on this channel. We're going to tell you the honest facts. The facts is this man is a top 5 player. The facts is he's the only player to beat Michael Jordan. The facts is he has 5 rings. And the facts is he's constantly noted about when it comes to playing the game of basketball because of how great he is. This is Larry Legend we talking about. We talking about the hick from Frank Lynch. We talking about the brother they dipped in white powder and called it salt. We talking about him. But, man, thank y'all guys for checking out this one, man. I hope y'all guys did enjoy this one, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on so you never miss another Larry Bird reaction. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.